So here's something pretty cool. I now have a garage. You took the top of my head clean off there. So as you can see, little old Merc there, she is now in her own little home. That's pretty cool. So there's a few things I'm going to get stuck into. I've sorted out the brake lights. I chucked another set of leads on it, which seemed to have helped with some of the rough running, but she does have a few other issues. It does have a bit of a misfire when it's warmed up, so I suspect some vacuum leaks. So I went ahead and sprayed the old throttle body and carby cleaner around the manifold and the bits and pieces, and every time the old squirter Runo hit the manifold and a few of the hoses, she started to misfire and drop in her revs. So I have to replace injector seals and cups and 2 vacuum lights that I know of. And then maybe it'll run properly and I can drive it around. I just wanted to point out a couple of things. I was telling you all about my toolkit. That's it there. I did go and buy myself a nice socket set, but otherwise, this is all a bloke has. Just cruddy old bits of crap, really. There's like a spanner from Bourgeois or Big W. Bit of plumbing tape down there. Yeah, nice find. Oh, something else I did. I went and bought another one of these idle air control valves. Swapped it out to see if I could get it to run better at idle, and then swapped it back out with the old one because that one is trash. I need some better lights in the garage, but as you can see, she's got some new leads on her. The vacuum hoses that are buggered are underneath the airbox, so I'll take that off today, try and fix that. Well, when I say fix it, I mean just take them out and try and find some new ones. Do you reckon I've had this thing out about 3 billion times already? This will be 3 billion and one. I have no idea what any of this stuff does. I'm going to start by, I did think about pulling the whole throttle body out actually, it doesn't look too hard. Fuel line, return line, plug, injector lines. It can't be any harder than that. What size are they? 10 mil? Okay. These bolts go right through the chassis. They're really, really long. I did try to fix one vacuum leak by putting a hose clamp on here. Yeah, fix that one, but not the 17,001 other ones. There's no exaggeration on these numbers. It really is 1 billion of one thing and 17,000 of another. So here we have this mechanical fuel injection setup. I need to put all that out. There's 2 hoses underneath it. So they run around the back here, and then one just here, and they're just snigged in under there, and they're absolutely buggered. So there are 3 mounting bolts here. So one over there, and one at the back, I think. And all of this should come off. There's also a clamp down there. You can just see it in the light. Down in here. That clamps that down to the intake hole. Well, I've got good news and I've got really bad news. The good news is the CIS system is off. The bad news is when you look in the bottom there, and you can see all of that oily sludge. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pretend that it's not there. Give it a little squirt. Oh, just get out of throttle body cleaner. Look at it. And that can sit in there for a few months. And I'll clean it out with a rag. Just let it sit in the bottom. Oh, some little ports in here too, which are probably all gummed up, which lead into these 2 hoses. Don't tell anybody, and I won't tell anybody. Just sucking a bit of blow by him. Right, what I would like to do next is pull these injectors out and have a look at them. And we'll get them out and we'll see how they look. So I've just been cracking out the injectors and taking them out. You can see 2 going there, and then there's number 3 under there. And I got to that one, and I was spinning that away, and then my little hex key went straight down in there into the bottom of the engine. So far down there I have dropped a couple of Allen keys, a handful of O-rings, 16 spanners, 35,000 sockets and wrenches, and about 18 tins of carb cleaner. So whoever buys this car next is going to have a full toolkit in there. Alright, let me show you my little mistake here. There's number 5 injector, and if you have a good old look, you can see how flogged out I've made that. Hopefully an easy out will get that out. The other holes are all done, they just need a bit of a clean. One of the vacuum hoses goes onto that little fitting down in there, and then loops up here and sticks onto the back of the idle air control valve, and it looks like that. And this little piece here is where it's like another injector goes, like a cold start injector, I guess. So I can't even go and make one of these up out of bits of pipe. I have to probably buy this sucker. And it's hard as a rock. I don't know if it's going to show up in the camera, but see all the big cracks all around it? That one there, it's just not sealing at all. So another thing I need to do is pull all of the old injector seals off, and those things are like concrete on there. From what I understand, when they're like that, you just snip those sockets right off, just get them off however you can, because the new soft ones will just slide straight on there. Let's go and do that. That's going to be a fun job that I'm just so excited about doing. First thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a nice clean workstation. Excellent. Got to get this sucker here off. Now these have set almost as hard as this bit here. They're meant to be soft. So I'm just going to rip, tear and bust. Rip, tear and bust. And off you get. And off you get. Get off. And then try and snap that bit off there. God. I need some side cutters. This is just crap. Come on now. Come on. Play. Ouch. Blood blister coming up. Yeah, stinking thing. Just get him off any way you can, I guess. I mean, these are only about 11 billion years old, so they're well and truly. They should not be just falling apart like that. Ta-da! Done. Damn it. That's just gonna make my fingers look terrible. So there's only 6 of those to do. Yeah, I'll keep chipping away. These are the little injector holders, and you can see they're black. I don't know if that means anything, but they have a little O-ring in them too. I'm going to replace them, even though they're pretty pliable still. I'm just going to put new ones in them. Might even just look at getting new ones of these. If it being black means anything, and you know, let me know. Well, I reckon that's about it for today. I'll have to go and order all these parts. Pretty amazed at how hard these little seals get. So you can find some of these things. And otherwise, well, I'm really up shit creek then, without a paddle. Get them ordered off probably eBay. Yes, shopping time on eBay. What else do I need? Welder, another car, a couple of cartons of beer. Anyway, thanks for checking it out. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you have any questions or any tips for me, put them down the bottom there in the little comments bit. I could do with all the help I can get on this stuff, because I'm just winging it. I'm watching other people's YouTube videos. If there's anything I should know about these things, this is that CIS mechanical injection lump. Let me know. I'm really looking forward to replacing this with proper EFI. in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.